Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to the Sport Trap Show. I'm your host, Brian Munango, updating you on the latest sports news. Well, without wasting any time, we are getting closer to the weekend, long weekend, of course, and I would just like to wish everyone a happy holidays. This is one of those days you just sit back, relax, take it easy, enjoy some time with the family before we get back out there. We do know that there's a lot of sports happening this weekend. Definitely, the NTV team will be in Grootfontein. We'll be broadcasting in Grootfontein as we have the FNB Kudu and FNB Grootfontein game that's taking place there. The Demarin Premiership continues this weekend as well, so there's a lot of sports to look forward to. One of the big events that's also happening is down at Ludretz, where we have the first of its kind, an inaugural event by Nedbank that will be also happening there that involves cycling and running. But without wasting any more time, let's get right into the hit list. Okay, well, first up on the hit list, just to look at the NFA, they have announced that Team Ekanjo did sponsor the men and the women's teams, the Brave Warriors and the Brave Gladiators, with some new kits. And we do have one of the representatives from the NFA just showcasing the shirts and explaining to us how the shirts are going to be worn and which ones are the home kits, away kits, and the alternate kits. So stay tuned for that video.
To the Brave Gladiators and the Brave Warriors, what I'm having currently is the blue kit, which is the national sports color as directed by the Namibia National Sports Commission. The blue color is the home kit.
Okay.
We do play in the home kit when we play at home. So this is what it looks like.
Okay, next.
The red color is the away color. When we play away, and barring any color clashes, we do play in reds, which and that is what we have inscribed in terms of our international participation. The federations, CAF, FIFA, COSAFA know that home color is blue, red is away. This is the first alternate color, which is predominantly white. Why it's an alternate color? It's in the event that your colors are clashing, you then have to have an alternate color, and the white is the alternate color. We also have a green one. Also, in the event that there are color clashes, you know, in Africa, many of the national teams play in either blue, red, or green and white. So we need to make sure we travel with all our kit that they are, when there are color clashes, we make sure that we have the alternate kit. So this is the white is the alternate kit. And it's easy because it's white, and as we know, in Africa, many of our competitors or opponents play in either green, yellow, red. So having the alternate color in white is just a good fit.
I'm sure we can all agree that those colors are making sense, and we are all very excited to see the Brave Warriors and the Brave Gladiators in their new kits. Moving on to our second story, the NRU officially announced that they do have a new vehicle sponsor with Novel Ford, and we did just get word from the director of rugby, Jacques Burger, and the CEO of the NRU, John Hines, to just share a few words, and this is what they had to share.
So I will hand over to our Rugby World Cup qualifiers taking place in July 2025. As Director of Rugby, now equipped with a Ford Wildtrak X, I'll be able to cover vast distances from the southern regions of Namibia and beyond, ensuring that the high-performance structures are fully operational and accessible to players throughout the country. Under the proud banners of Amoda, Jaku, Jetour, and Wildtrak X, Namibia will proudly host Uganda on the 14th of June at the coast of Walvis Bay, the Pumas from South Africa on the 21st of June 2025, Italy on 27th June 2025, with both of the latter matches scheduled to take place at the Huggy Geingob Stadium. These important fixtures form part of our preparation for the World Cup journey, and the support from Novel Motor Company ensures we are logistically and operationally ready for this crucial campaign. In closing, on behalf of the entire Namibian Rugby Union, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Novel Motor Company and the teams behind Amoda, Jaku, Jetour, and Ford. Your belief in Namibian rugby is catalyst for growth, and together we will drive rugby into a new era, reaching the furthest corners of a beautiful country with passion, professionalism, and pride. Thank you.
Yes. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of Namibian rugby. It is with great pride and excitement that we announce our new partnership with Novo Motor Company as the official vehicle sponsor of the Namibia Rugby Union. This partnership is not merely about vehicles. It is about mobility, progress, and the shared ambition of reaching new heights. With the backing of some of the most dynamic and fast-growing automotive brands in Namibia, Amoda Jaiku, Jatour, and the rugged and reliable Ford Wildtrak. I've actually emphasized on that one. The NRU is now better equipped to extend and deliver our key programs across every region of the country. The remarkable rise of the Amoda Jaiku and Jatour brands and the Ford Wildtrak brands in Namibia is a statement to innovation and excellence. We are deeply grateful for the commitment, and through the support programs such as the Rugby Rising, Play, Empower initiatives, will now have even greater reach and impact, building a lasting legacy for rugby development amongst boys and girls across Namibia.
Well, I can surely say that those cars definitely look very, very nice. Well, viewers, we'll be going for a short break, and after that, we'll be back with the highlights from last weekend before we enter the new weekend. Looking forward to the game between not Trasco United. That's the game that we will be showing you, but looking forward to the game between FNB Kudu and FNB Grootfontein.
Taking flight has never been easier. Paratus is introducing Skyfi internet packages with speeds that will have you reaching for your seatbelts, starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Skyfi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more, or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared, Paratus.
So van die hoogtepunte van die eerste helfte, ons sien nou hoe die twee spanne daar op die veld gedraf het. Belangrike wedstryd vir al twee hierdie spanne. United op die oomblik in die derde posisie met 11 ligapunte. Rio Falcon die is 8ste met 5 punte. Nadat daar 3 ligapunte by hulle afgetrek is vir die seisoen. Hier is die eerste 3 wat ons gesien het. Dit was die linkerveld Christo Gresse wat daai bal gekry het. Kort aangee daar in die middelveld gekry het van sy kaptein JD Nel. Eerste 5 punte vir United. Ook Ricardo Swarts wat die bal tussen die pale deurgeskop het. 7-0. Hierso was dit Brandon Besser wat net voor die doellyn uitgeduik is. En die tweede 3 vir United, die was gedruk deur Sander Bronkhorst, die slot. Nadat Tiart Lindveld net voor het 'n lynstaan afgeneem het en hulle op die voorvoet geplaas het. Rio Falcon wat ook sterk op die aanval was. Hierso is sterk loopie deur Sari Ogwanga. Sari Ogwanga het hulle gebring tot daar in die kwart gebied van United. Uiteindelik het hulle wel vanaf gaan druk. Hierso was dit 'n kort skoppie wat hulle wou gegee het vir Aston van Wyk, maar hy's geloop sonder die bal. En van daai tikskoppie af was dit Thomas Kali wat daarso sy gewig gebruik het om daai 3 te druk. Doelskop, die was ongelukkig mis. 12 punte teenoor 5 die telling in daai stadium. Sandro van Wyk wat hierso gewag het. Wag vir hom, maar die lynstand dryf wat vorentoe gevorder het, totdat uiteindelik Kamaka Jau, die nommer 1 stit van United, wat dan hy dry gedruk het. Ricardo Swarts wat daai doelskop oorgesit het. 19-5 die telling daai stadium. Hierso 'n goeie aanval deur Rio Falcon. Goed gedoen deur Boris Majid in die agterlyn. Ja, dit was nie die 3 nie. Hierso kom hulle 3 nou. Dylan Kaman wat die rigting verander het. Dan na die oorkant toe Helene Bekes en Brian Beyer en ook Sean Maton wat die bal hanteer het voordat Dylan Kaman uiteindelik onder die pale gaan druk het. Maklike doelskop vir Aston van Wyk. Hy was tussen die pale deur. Telling laat krimp na 19-12 toe. Daarna 'n strafskop deur Ricardo Swarts om die telling weer 22-12 te maak en Aston van Wyk weer voor die pale met 'n strafskop vir Rio Falcon. 22-15 die telling met rustyd. Ons sal net nou terug wees met die tweede helfte. Aston van Wyk wat sy kant gebring het met die skopvoet vir Rio Falcon. Baie goed geskop, net een misgeskop. Hierso Elsandro van Wyk vir Rio Falcon, vir Trustco United met daai breekslag hierso in die steelkant binnekant toe vir sy kaptein om te gaan druk, JD Nel. Dit was die laaste spyker gewees in die doodkus vir Rio Falcon. Ricardo Swarts 20 punte met die voet aangeteken, 5-3. Hierso die laaste 3 wat Rio Falcon gedoen het. Martinez Nkundi uitstekende 3 vir hom. Ja, so oor 2 naweke van nou af die derby tussen Wanderers en United. Aston van Wyk uit oorgeskop van uit elke posisie uit. Hier is ons Kali Swanepoel se 3 kort aangegee gevat van hierdie loskram by die doellyn. Geluk gewens deur sy spanmaats daarso. Dit was die laaste 3. Dit was United se 5-3, 5-3 vir hulle. Dis 25 punte plus nog 20 van die skopskoen van Ricardo Swarts. Dit was 'n brawe vertoning geweest deur Rio Falcon, maar uiteindelik niks vir hulle om huis toe te vat nie. Hierso die laaste skop deur Ricardo Swarts gewees. Ja, so van my Andrew Poelman sê ons eers
Well, there you have it, guys. Like I said, all the roads lead to Grootfontein this upcoming weekend as we take on, as I'm saying we because everyone knows I'm from Grootfontein, as we take on FNB Kudu. Viewers will be going for a short break, and after that, we'll be joined by Yurei Bota in studio to just break down the last weekend's game, the highlights that you guys watched, and touch on a few important points in the match. And like I said, we will be doing this more oftenly on the show, so please do stay tuned and join us after the break. Well, viewers, this is something that you guys will definitely have to get used to, especially on Mondays. We'll try and see if we can bring it more during the course of the week, but I am joined by none other than Yurei Bota. How are you doing, brother?
Good and you, Brian?
Very, very excited. Okay, so if you guys are probably wondering why I have Yurei with me in studio, that's because Yurei is an established rugby referee, and he'll be breaking down the weekend events with us. Starting on from today, we'll be having a look at some controversy that happens in the games that people talk about on social media. But before we do get into that, just tell us a bit about your reffing experience, the sorts of games you've reffed before, so that people just know that you're not just this come around referee.
Thank you for having me, Brian. Yes, let's just make it clear from the beginning that we're not here to judge any referee or any team or any coach. We're here to take it out to the public and show them what is happens behind the closed doors of a referee and how they work. To answer your question is, I read a few games in my life. I was part of the under 19 varsity World Cup in New Zealand, ref the final there. The Dubai Sevens, Hong Kong Sevens, Cape Town Sevens, ref varsity cup, under 19 Currie Cup, under 20 Currie Cup, under 21 Currie Cup.
I think
Premier League.
I think we leave it at that. I think we all now understand where Yure is coming from with all this knowledge and all this experience. Basically, what we're doing is we're not judging the refs.
Yeah.
We're really just trying to point out a few things and just have our opinions on those things. And you guys can also definitely jump in and share your thoughts. Without wasting any time, we don't want to waste too much time on the show today as well. 2 incidents that we want you to talk about. The Trasco United game against
Interesting.
FNB Rio Falcon. That was a very interesting game. There were 2 incidents that caused some controversy there. People want to know about those. And then we also know that down at Rehoboth, a referee abandoned the match because the referee also felt unsafe. He was getting a lot of threats during the course of the match. But you guys have to hang tight. And without wasting any time, should we have a look at the first incident?
Let's go for it.
Okay, well,
let's see
sit
what
tight
happens.
and let's see how those incidents happen, and then we'll be back to break it down just now.
Some decent pace there from Rio Falcon. And here goes a big run from Sari Ungwanga. Rio Falcon maintaining momentum. Dillon Kama.
Goeie loop hier so deur United.
We're going to have a look at that play yet again. It was United trying to get out of their half. I think that feels like a high tackle to me, Andrew. I mean, he does get a hold of the legs, but the player is already in the air. And I think that's precisely what is going to be assessed at this point.
That second clip.
Okay, I think those are the 3 incidents. The second one for me was probably the most interesting one because that's Sari Uwanga. Is an old schoolmate of mine. I know him very well. But yeah, just break it down for us, Yure, in this clip.
Yeah. So as you see on the clip, that definitely foul play happening there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened afterwards, if the ref went back for a penalty or anything. But that's definitely, if he didn't put out his hands, that would have been a very serious injury. The guy would have fallen his neck. And as we carry on later, you will see that we have the law and things here to explain what the law says. So for me, that I'll go definitely.
Okay, well, I'll read the law, and the law says a player must not lift an opponent off the ground and drop or drive the player so that their head, the head and or upper body make contact with the ground. So that's 9.18. This is from the rules of the law.
World rugby laws. So this is the if I can say, this is the rugby Bible. You need to follow this.
You need to abide by.
But yes.
Okay, well, we do have a video clip from there that just explains and demonstrates how all this breaks down and what the ref is supposed to do in such an incident.
Simmons there to protect the ball. Adam Ashley Cooper. Nobody scored more tries against the All Blacks down the years. Smith, Mitchell. Still going. Boos, but they're pushing for the line.
Wayne Barnes has come in with a flag for the tip tackle.
Too short, they can't allow the corner.
Lift of the leg.
We have a foul play flag back here.
Looked dangerous at first sighting, didn't it? Let's listen to this.
Black lifting the player on the horizontal.
Okay. Do we need to check? Are we going to adjust the penalty? Or are we going to go?
Let's have a look.
You want to have a look? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sean.
Okay, Nigel. I've listened to what you guys
said. You heard the conversation?
Yes.
Just give us a look, then, please.
Okay. It's gonna come.
On the tackle by 15 Black.
It's Ben Smith. Yeah, I think Wayne Barnes feels that.
Okay, Nigel, there it comes.
This is probably a penalty offence. Look at that. The legs have gone above the horizontal. But he just asked Nigel Owens to have a look.
Watch his hands. He knows he's done it wrong. Watch his hands as he lands.
There's a goal man in on him and stuff as well.
I mean, that's a dangerous tackle.
Watch Ben Smith now, though.
I'm going to go with just a penalty here against 15 Black, unless you tell me anything.
One more second.
Show it again, then. You want me to see it again?
Nigel, those are all the angles.
Show it to me again, then, please, Sean. Did you tell me to have a look at it again?
Here we come.
I think the TMO invites the referee to have another look. It's always code for. I think you might be looking at a yellow card here.
Got you.
Thank you.
It remains his decision, however. And for the first time in a Rugby World Cup final.
It's not a marginal adjustment. You've risen quite high above the horizontal and he's gone down the shoulder. And that is a yellow card offence, okay? Off you go, please. Thank you.
Well, that was at the World Cup 2015, New Zealand against the Wallabies. And we did see that the ref gave the decision as a penalty and he also gave the yellow card. So I want to hear your thoughts on this one, Yure. So if we have a look at this clip, as a referee, what would your decision have been?
On this clip, definitely he lifted the player through the horizontal on his side. If you compare the two clips of the World Cup and this one, this guy's shoulder height lift, the other guy was barely left. So this is definitely, I would have go a yellow card.
Yellow card?
Yes.
Would the penalty have stood or just a yellow card?
Penalty, yellow card, yes.
Well, there you have it, guys. And before we do wrap up, we know that this weekend as well, referees have been going through the most. At Rehoboth was one of the incidences we had over the weekend. FNB Rehoboth was taking on the FNB Wanderers team that's on top of the league right now. The team was leading 29-0 in the first half, and then the referee decided to walk off the pitch. Can you just give us some insight on how you guys operate? Are you guys allowed to do that?
Yeah, there's a law in the law book, 9.5, that say the ref can stop in any time of the game if he feels unsafe.
Okay.
He can stop the game. But now you must also take where you ref as well. If I can take, for instance, where I ref before, when you ref in Argentina or in Chile, the crowd, you literally ref in a cage. Oh. And there's flares, it's bottles, it's actually chaos. And you must also just remember that everybody there paid gate fees.
To come watch the game.
To come watch the game. So if you become a referee, you need to have a little bit of a thick skin, if I can say it like that.
You need to have thick skin, yeah.
So take it in, learn from it. I think my biggest thing was learn from the situation.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen again. But if you get verbal abuse, remember there's two abuses to a referee. You get verbal abuse and then you get the normal physical abuse. And verbal abuse sometimes gets into your head and your heart and you make later on tough decisions.
Yeah, you're scared to make decisions in the game because of what people are saying.
So I think that is also a big thing. And if you get threatened, then yes, of course, any ref can stop the game.
Okay.
But also you just need to take in mind as well how to handle it in a good way.
Okay, so before we do look at the clip from Rehoboth this weekend, it's an Afrikaans clip where we just get an explanation of why the ref left the match. The book, the Bible of rugby says you can call the match off.
Yes, you can.
Okay, at least we have that answer, but let's quickly have a look at that clip.
Die game is maar 'n bietjie vroeër afgeblaas as gevolg van die ref wat voel hy word bedreig. Maar die eerste helfte was 'n rowwe helfte geweest. Ons het geweet hulle sal kom vir ons. Ek dink dit was 'n eye-opener vir ons boys geweest. Die voorbereiding was goed geweest. Maar ek dink ons ouens het nie verwag die Wanderers ons kyk ons weet hulle is 'n baie goeie span. Kyk, hulle oefen van laas jaar Oktober maand saam met die nasionale squad, so en ek weet 90% van die span is in die nasionale squad.
So Brian, you heard it.
Yeah.
The coach said that the ref felt unsafe, and at the end of the day, this is the ref's choice. But there's a good saying in the old days, but I can't say it on live TV. We as referees need also to make a step up. I don't say the ref was wrong. I don't say the public was right. All I say is we need to take in consideration about where you ref as well.
Also, just be wary of your surroundings,
Yes.
know where you are, and just make calls upon that. But guys, like I said, this is just the beginning of all of this. You'll be seeing this phase more and more on the show. And every weekend when we have a game or where there's some controversy and you guys need some answers, we'll definitely be back in studio to just break it down for you guys and get Yure's insight, like I said. So we look forward to seeing you guys once again. Thank you for joining us in the studio.
Thanks, Brian.
And we'll see you again next week, same time, same place.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, viewers, and that's all the time that we do have for you today. We'll be seeing you tomorrow again, same time, same place. Goodbye.